I cannot believe what I'm seeing in the American society right now. I don't understand why the failure of local law enforcement and local government people failed. And now everybody's wanting to talk about taking this away and taking that away and banning this and banning that. The failure of upholding the law is what is wrong in all of these situations that's going on around the country and what has happened in Florida. Everybody's out to ban bump stocks. Well, if you go back and search, bump stocks weren't used in the Vegas shooting. They were in the room. That was not the weapon that was used and was reported. Donald Trump says he wants to ban bump stocks. It virtually turns it into a machine gun. No, it doesn't. It's physically and mechanically impossible for a bump stock to turn any type of weapon into a machine gun, which is unconstitutional to begin with. The 1986 ban is unconstitutional. It was ruled on. We, the people of America, have the right to own and possess and carry any type of weapon that the military carries. Oh, they carry nuclear warheads. You can buy T-bills. You can buy government bonds. You are investing in the government, which in turn, they own nuclear warheads or nuclear power plants. It's a local utility that you can put money into and make money. I don't understand why the failure of not upholding the law by the people that were put in charge to uphold the law. This moron in Florida was reaching out and crying and crying and crying for help numerous times. And nobody even thought to say, hey, you know what? Let me take you down and talk to the minister or the pastor, or take him into the police station to talk to somebody to help this kid. What he did was wrong, above and beyond. There's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse for what he did. But because of the failure of the law officers in Florida and the elected individuals down there failed to uphold the law, everybody in America has to pay for it. I blame the teachers for not teaching the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, we the people, in history class. We have the right to bear arms to protect ourselves from the Almighty God. Man put it on paper for everybody in the continental U.S. to protect themselves, their family, their property against foreign or domestic enemies. It doesn't matter what kind of rifle you have. A bullet, regardless of what that bullet fits into, is the end result of no matter what kind of handgun, rifle, pistol, or cannon. It's to protect yourself, your family, your property, and against foreign and domestic enemies. And oh, I hope that there's no tyranny that's going to happen. For everybody who's watching this, you do not want to have a civil war in this day and age inside the United States. You can block and ban anything and everything you want. The role of a soldier is I have the right to disobey an unlawful order. Every police officer, from local police, sheriff, state, FBI, ATF, all the way up the chain of command, has a right to disobey an unlawful order. The Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. What part of that do you not understand? To all of these legislators, all of these government officials, and this numbnut that I've got as a state governor in Ohio, John Kasich, you took an oath of office to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the rule of law. Sir, you should resign immediately for just even considering a law that goes against the foundation documents of our country. That's wrong. That's, to me, treason. Sir, you've got some mental issues. You need to go talk to a psychologist. It's wrong. Yes, one bad apple messed it up and caused all kind of problems for a lot of people. If you're watching this, please consider what is going on. This goes to the core foundations of our lives as Americans in this society today. Everybody is free. Everybody has the right to be prosperous, to exceed, excel, think out of the box, create things, make this country the best country on the planet for millennia. Americans the best right now because our documentation written by our forefathers, put on paper, is the grounds for society to succeed, to thrive. Free and open markets with the rule of law and justice for all. I can't believe what I'm saying and going on. Yes, 17 kids lost their lives. It's horrible. My heart goes out to them. What you're doing with guns and weapons, you need to be blaming your teachers. You need to be blaming your sheriff's department. You need to be blaming the government in Florida for not upholding the law and protecting you. That is the questions you should be asking. Gun control, it has nothing to do with this at all. It caused the debate. People got killed. But it's the failure of government to protect you. That right there is in a reason of its own for you to go and protect yourself and buy a handgun. That's why it's there. That's why the Second Amendment is there. The society and the laws where you live failed you. For everybody who thinks raising arms and having a civil war will fix this, you are absolutely wrong. In today's society and the technology and the things that American people have right now, you do not want to have a civil war. I am not calling for a civil war. I don't want that to even come close to even happening. Government cannot protect you. You have to protect yourself. A person with a badge is there to fill out the paperwork. He carries a gun to protect himself if he's in a situation. You should have the right to carry a gun if you're in a situation. And once other countries realize that the American people have been disarmed, there's no telling what would happen. People, please, common sense. Use the rule of law. It's imperative to the success of our country. Blame the people that failed you. That is what is important. Go protect yourself. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody's going to give you $1 million a year job. Nobody's going to say, oh, bad boy. Once you're 18 years old, you are legally, by documentation, an adult. You are responsible for yourself, your actions, your life to either succeed and strive for excellence with honor and dignity and self-respect and respect for others that are around you. Nobody's going to give you anything. There's no such thing as a free lunch. All these kids are running around saying, I need a safe space. If I'm an employer and I'm looking for somebody, you're the last person that I would even consider hiring. And kids that's down there in Florida that just went through all this, you've got the world ahead of you, and you can achieve and do anything and be as successful as you want, because you have the freedoms of documentation, the amendments, the constitutional rights, the Bill of Rights. Use them. If you abuse them, you'll lose them. And then you got to worry about what other people are going to tell you what to do. Look at all these other countries. Look at North Korea. What you're hearing on the news about North Korea, 90% of it is BS. It's not of intellectual knowledge or who you know or how far you can go. It's how well that you say, Kim Jong-un or whatever your name is, you're the best. That's how you get promoted in that society. People, ladies can't drive. You're told what to do and how to do it. People, you need to wake up. You need to fight for your rights. You need to be outspoken and have a clear conversation. As soon as you start using foul language, you've done disrespected yourself. If we're having a discussion and you say, oh yeah, well you're just some little short kid. If you're using another subject to degrade the other person, that's not what the discussion is about, you're wrong. Talk about the subject matter. Raise awareness. American people, if you're watching this, you need to be very crystal clear and very decisive on what these politicians are proposing. If you let them rule your life and you let them take your rights away, you will never, ever get them back. The Constitution is the documentation that puts the power to the people, by the people, for the people. Yeah, you can vote them out, but once it's law, it's law. You lose it. You lose them forever. People don't understand that stuff. Your rights as an individual in America right now is because people died, bled, brother against brother, father against son, in all of the wars in the history of the United States. People, you need to wake up. You need to realize what's going on. It is very important that you stand up for your rights. The Constitution, freedom of speech. You have the right to shut up by your own choice. You have the right to stand up and have a discussion and a debate. The Second Amendment. You have the right to protect yourself. You also have the right not to protect yourself and let others do it for you. You people got to understand what you are putting in jeopardy. It's the core values and principles that this country is founded on, and the reason that our country is the best country in the world. We're the most prosperous. We have the best military. We have the best technologies. We have Taco Bell right down the street. Most countries don't even have a store right down the street. You don't have the conveniences that you have in the United States. It's because of the freedoms that we have. The right to prosper. I'm just asking you, please contact your local representatives. You have got to oppose all gun laws, regardless if you're anti-gun or not. These are the foundations of our country. Regardless if you are pro or not pro-gun. You have the right to choose yes or no. But when you choose to take away the basic documents that our forefathers put their lives on the line in signing all that to separate from the British government, there's a reason why. Study it. It's very important. Thank you for your time. Please share this. Put down in the comments. Please be nice. Please respect yourself. Please respect the others around you. Have a polite conversation. And have a debate that's worthy. Don't degrade somebody. Oh, well, you're just a kid. That's not part of the discussion. Or you're an old fart. You're senile. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't even bring that into the conversation. Have facts to back up what you're saying. Respect yourself. Respect the others around you. If you use foul language, you're just shunned. Thank you for your time. Please share this out. Tweet it out. It's important for people to realize what the basic fundamentals are being put up for vote. Once you lose them, they're gone forever. Thank you for your time.